today we're going to finish my little mini series on Psalm chapter 1 and verses 1 through 3. First, I want to read it again from the King James Version because I just love it. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in its season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. Now, I looked up the words for verse 3 today, and there's a lot of them. So I'm not going to go into detail on all the words in verse 3. What I'm going to do is read to you once more the words I came up with, more detailed translation from verses 1 and 2, and then we'll go over verse 3. So, starting in verse 1, blessed, which means happy and prosperous, is the person who does not follow or travel with one who gives advice or plans that are morally wrong or wicked. So he's not walking with them. He does not remain or sit or abide with criminals and offenders. He doesn't sit quietly with or tarry with and in an inhabited place one who scoffs or has in derision or mocks God. You don't want to walk with them. You don't want to stand with them. You don't want to sit with them. Okay? Verse 2. But instead of doing all that, his desire, what he is inclined to, is the precepts and statutes of the self-existent, eternal Jehovah. And his precepts and statutes laid out in the Torah, he ponders, studies, and talks about all the time, day and night. Now, what is the result of doing this? Verse 3, he shall be compared to a firm tree that is transplanted by an irrigation channel, that brings forth or yields his fruit or his increase in due season or at the right time. His leaf or his increase also shall not fall away or come to nothing, and everything he does, being occupied and industrious, shall be profitable. Now, the thing that I think is very interesting, verse 3 in the King James says, whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. But I really like it when you look up the original Hebrew words, and it's not just what he does, because you can sit and twiddle your thumbs and call it doing something, or you can do nothing. But that's not what this verse is saying. This verse is saying that you need to be occupied and industrious to be prosperous. So you're not going to get prosperous sitting back on your laurels, twiddling your thumbs and saying, oh, I'm doing something. I'm staring at the sky. I'm watching the grass grow. I'm going to be prosperous because I'm doing something. No, you're not. You're going to be prosperous because you are being industrious. You are occupied. You're doing the work that God has called you to do. Whether that calling is mowing the grass, praise God for people to mow grass. I tell you what, I'd have a jungle out front if it wasn't for somebody coming and mowing my grass. And you know what? The guy that's mowing my grass is being industrious, and he's prospering. When he started mowing my grass a year ago, he had a push mower. I mean, it was not a one that you just push. It was a gas-powered push mower. But he doesn't just have that little push mower anymore. Now he's got one of those ride-on ones. You know, the ones you stand up on? Those are industrial mowers. They're not something that most people would have, because us regular folks, we want to sit on our mower. I used to have a riding mower, and it was fun and it was wonderful, but I don't have that anymore. So I pay somebody to mow my grass, and he comes over and he is industrious and he's prospering. If you want to prosper, you have to be industrious. You have to work. You have to do something. You can't just sit around and expect God to just throw gold on your head out of heaven. I haven't heard much of that happening. You got to work. So, go to work today. Do what you're supposed to do. Be industrious. You know, if you work for a company, most companies, if you work hard and you show that you're a valuable employee, you do your work well, they're going to promote you or give you a raise. Hopefully. I mean, in this economy, who knows? We all could use a raise, couldn't we? So here's to you prospering. I look forward to hearing from you. Leave me a comment down there below. Like, subscribe, share. You know what to do. I'll see you soon.